I'm in Vancouver, Chinatown at Gore and Pender. So this traditional Chinese bakery, it's a hole in the wall. Lots of good tasty treats in here. So let's go inside and check it out. So this is the pastries I brought home. First time at this bakery. So really huge. It's a really good value here. And here we have two of these coconut buns. Usually quite expensive, but for this place it's only $1.25. So this is a little hole in the wall on East Pender Street. Has some delicious variety of buns and pastries. So here you got the egg custard. The prices are really good here, and you get big portions here too. So one of my go-to favorites, barbecue pork bun. You got a nice big wiener cheese bun. You got also like tuna buns and pizza bun. You got the rice cake, white sugar rice cake. So these are sweet. You got the black bean on the pastries here. So you got the lemon bun, coconut cream bun. Oh, wow,
Cheers rồi chị.
I go.
係我又整過你食下試下啊。
Okay.
OK，係嗱，英文就叫做中嘅、小嘅，嗰小嘅未有。OK。
Wow, fantastic. The
Wow,
nice,
this is very good, yeah?
the mini fortune cake and the large fortune cake, especially great for Chinese New Year. And you got lots of nice selection for buns here. What did you do?
我哋咧做咗20年啦。
Oh, 20 years. So this gentleman has run this bakery place for about 20 ye別 years.
所有嘅產品咧都係優質嘅。
So everything is special here. It's all traditional. A lot of it is traditional.
特別我哋嘅雞仔餅。
Oh, okay.
好靚嘅蒸包。
This cake, steam cake, it's nice and hot. So they gave me one. I'm going to try it right now. So this is a light, fluffy steam cake. So it's very popular for Chinese people. So it's not baked, it's steamed. So let's give this a try. This will go really good. Have a coffee, have a tea. Goes down good. So when you get down here, make sure you give this a try. These fortune cakes are shaped like the silver and gold ingots of ancient times. And with the split on top, it's going to spill out lots of luck and fortune for you throughout the entire year. You have what machinery you're working right now?
同埋咧，我哋過年咧咁多年貨，有年糕啊、蘿蔔糕啊，咩糕都有啦。
So this is a real traditional snacks.
牛耳、蛋散、角仔。
Real traditional. This is their famous Chinese cookie. It's a secret. So they're famous for this Chinese cookie. They have a large walnut cookie, mini walnut cookies, mung bean pastry, lotus seed century egg pastry, red bean pastry. So this is the melon pastry cookie, fried biscuits, sesame balls, fried egg twists. 你重點介紹我哋嗰啲啲雞仔餅，因為美國客嚟咧度都係買雞仔餅同埋。Oh, okay, so a lot of the tourists from America, they like those little cookies. 過年嗰啲嘢咧，過咗年就唔嚟㗎啦，唔買嗰啲㗎啦。Okay. So that's one of their specialties here. So we're gonna give this Chinese cookie a try. Secret ingredients. That's really tasty. I think I've had this before, but this one is really tasty. It looks like there's some kind of meat filling. It was kind of salty and sweet at the same time. I could eat this all day. Met this gentleman here. He's going to try the cookie for the first time.
It's pretty good. It tastes like lap chunk.
Tastes like Chinese sausage. Okay.
You like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Fantastic.
I like it.
I was just talking to a lady, and this gentleman decided to try this chicken. So fantastic.
Huh?
So a nice selection right here for different goods. And they got a good deal here going for the barbecue pork buns. 6 for $13. That's a real fantastic deal. So this is one of the specialties. This is the Chinese barbecue pork bun. I eat this everywhere I go when I visit a Chinese bakery. So it seems like really light, nice and large, substantial. Pretty good filling in there. So one of my go-to favorites. So when you come down to the parade, make sure you try this. Buns and pastries here. So I got some chive with pork bun, and I got some nice pastry buns here. Oh, this is a hole in the wall, so you probably can't find it. So it's right on the corner on Pender and Gore. So during the parade, you get a chance to come in here. Get yourself a little treat. Right here at Pender and Gore. So look for the bakery under the green awning.
Today we have a very traditional recipe. This is one of my mom's recipes. This is the famous chicken coop dumpling from Hoiping, China. It gets its name from the fact that it looks like a chicken coop. So you're gonna enjoy this a lot. You're gonna really like this. This is Hoiping, China, also known as Kaiping in Mandarin. A lot of the early Chinese pioneers to North America came from this area. Hoiping has become a big city in a lot of ways, but the people here still like to eat the traditional Chinese street food. So I'm having this chicken coop. I'm having this chicken coop dumpling, similar to one that my mom makes. So this is a traditional dumpling. You can get it right here between the Kentucky Fried Chicken KFC and the McDonald's. So this is the traditional Chinese dumplings. A lot of business here. Reminds me of my mom's cooking. So it's pretty busy. I think they're going to sell everything by tonight. They used to be farther down the street, but now they told me they're right here near the Kentucky Fried Chicken and the McDonald's here. So these are the rice dumplings. So they make it with rice and water and sometimes different flavors. So it's really delicious. This gentleman also gave me directions to go to the museum. I almost went to the wrong museum. So he gave me directions to go to the right museum. It's only about 10 minutes from here. So I'm having this chicken coop dumpling, similar to one that my mom makes. The stand behind me is a regular stand. It used to be farther down the street, but they're a regular stand now. And it's located between the KFC and the McDonald's here in the main area of Hoiping in three cities. So it's really delicious. It's not greasy. The fillings are authentic. You're there with me having the chicken coop dumpling here in Hoiping, China. Now it's time to make my mom's version of the chicken coop dumpling. So we're using glutinous rice flour. So this is the brand that we like. You start off with 1 cup of glutinous rice flour. Then you put in 1 cup of boiled yams. So there's been about half a cup of hot water. So we use the same water that was used to boil the yams. If you like, you can use sweet potatoes instead of the yam. So just use your hand to blend the glutinous rice flour. And then you add another half cup of glutinous rice flour.
If it's too dry, add some more water.
So this is what the dough looks like after you knead it for 2 or 3 minutes. So put some of the rice flour into a pan. Just roll it a bit and then break it off into small pieces. So just roll the dough between your fingers. Just roll the dough between your palms of your hand and then shape the dumpling from the middle to the outside. So the middle is slightly thicker. So these ones you don't have to shape too thin. They're fairly dense. And then add about a tablespoon or more of filling. So we use standard kind of filling, ground pork with green onions or chives and peas. So pretty well just stir fry that and let it cool off with the filling. What do you call? So these are called chicken coop dumplings, gai long. So these are dumplings I've had since I was a little kid. So this is sort of a technique where you have to kind of feel the texture. But this is a starting point with our recipe today. So as you get more experience, you'll be able to adjust the content of the flour.
唔好夾底。
佢呢要開快嘅，慳慳熱㗎。
係咯，
開力嘅，開力嘅，咪啲蒸蒸下嘅冇力㗎嘛。
唔俾筷子都撲上我熱㗎啦。
反正我兩剝嘅我做緊嘅。
係你兩剝你蒸就。
我同蒸佢都講啦，嗰陣。嚇？
冇咗。
你自己就喺熟唔熟？哦，好好。
There you have it, chicken coop dumpling, a simple, tasty treat from Hoiping, China. Enjoy. Now you can order the products and ingredients that I use in my cooking videos. Just click the link below in the description for the Chinese cooking accessory guide. You can order everything online, including the wok that I use and some of the equipment that I use. Thanks for checking out my video, and please give me a thumbs up, and be sure to check out some of my other videos on this channel, and please subscribe. If you get a chance, check out my other channel, the award-winning Chinese cooking channel.